It's yours or mine?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We'd like to welcome you to today's presentation of the National Blitz League's Unfinished Business. We are having a great match later on this evening. It'll be between FIDE Master Josh Colas out of New York. And man, let me tell you, this kid he's been awesome. He's dynamic and he's extremely strong. And he's going to be taking on International Master Orlando Husbands out of Barbados. And we have Charu Robinson from New York, who's going to be repping Josh Colas. How are you feeling today, my brother?
Good. Doing well, thanks.
It's good to have you back on the show repping New York. And then we're also going to have the highly esteemed international master, Terry Farley, who is also the president, and I'm assuming that you're the creator of the Farley Chess School.
Yes.
Yes, a very strong international master, and he's going to be representing Orlando Husbands, also known as Soccer Chess. So we're looking forward to hearing from both you guys. Both your players are very, very strong, and we're looking forward to their match tonight. Can you all tell us a little bit about your players and how you all are associated with them? How do you know them?
Well, I've known Josh since he was 8 years old. I actually played him in a tournament when he was an 8-year-old 1400. Wow. Yes, and I was an adult. I think I was 2000, something like that. And he played so tremendously as an 8-year-old. And back then, kids weren't as strong as they are now. So you have an 8-year-old who's 1400, and you're like 1900, 2000. Oh, that's an easy win. And he played tremendous. I mean, it was ridiculous. Even just the way he physically moved to pieces, his presence at the board, his whole demeanor and aura. After the game, I won the game. He's beat me every time after that. I think that's the only time I would beat him. After the game, I was like, yo, this kid is going to be something. Like, it's something there that was unusual for 8-year-old 1400. His mannerisms, the way he played. And I won by the skin of my teeth. And I'm like, why is this 1400 give me so much trouble? And I've seen him growing up. And I think the next time I played him, he was 2100, beat me in the tournament. And we played blitz and all sorts of stuff. I literally don't think I've beat him since that one tournament game. We played tons of games. So yeah, that's how I know him. His dad, he's from the New York area. I see him in tournaments a lot. I've seen him grow up. I watched him play online, watched him play in person. Tremendous kid. He's not a kid anymore. He's a grown man, but tremendous person. Obviously excellent in chess. And, I'm always going to support Josh. And like I said, I've known him since he was 8 years old, just started out in chess. So yeah, that's how I know Josh.
Yeah, that's a nice story, man. We appreciate that. It's good to hear a little insight and a little background on Josh, man. That guy is a phenomenal player. I saw him play, and he's very serious. He had a very serious demeanor, and it seems like he translates that to the chessboard. And what about you, Terry? International Master Terry? Well, how are you familiar with Orlando?
Yeah, Orlando was a former student of mine.
Nice.
He first learned the game through the National Sports Council program at the primary school that he was attending, which was Milton Lynch. He then went on to the Lodge School, and I would have continued to work with him. He would have attended a number of those summer camps that were held all the summer. I've also done some individual training with him. I've also helped him to prepare for opponents and things like that. I've really seen Orlando growing from a young player into this international master. I know the journey has not been easy. We come from a region where we're starved for international competition. Okay, but I believe that players like myself have laid the foundation for players like Orlando, and Orlando has taken that to heart, and now he's bypassed us in terms of ranking, rating. He has a grandmaster norm, and he's playing extremely voracious as a blitz player. I think he will bring real energy to this match.
Oh wow! Now, Charu, hearing that, are you a little scared? Are you a little worried? This man says that his player has a GM norm.
I believe Josh has a GM norm too. I think. I know he has IM norms, and he might have a GM norm on his belt. I'm not 100% sure about that.
He does.
But he does?
Yes.
Yeah, so now I'm not.
Now, wait a minute, Charu. Now, Charu, this man should not know more about your player than you do.
I said he probably does. So
We want to know for a fact. We want to know unequivocally. So let me ask Terry. Terry, can you give us some more information
Yeah.
on Josh
Orlando
Colas?
would have competed his last under 20 years. He played in the Central America and Caribbean under 20 junior tournament, and he won that tournament in Barbados, and he got the IM. Normally, if you win that tournament, you get the title and you get one Grandmaster norm. Our situation here is maybe not like the US. We, in terms of, because as I said, our region is starved for international competition, especially the English-speaking Caribbean region. So when there's tournaments like this, FIDE allows granting of those titles for events like this, so that players can elevate their status within our English-speaking region.
All right.
So yes, he does. He does have a Grandmaster norm, and he is only recently we have another guy from Trinidad, another youngster. I think he won the CSC tournament, and he has a GM norm as well. So he and the other guy allow players to have attained that status after maybe many years of persons achieving that title.
So you said, Charu, you said Josh also has some norms. So I know he has an IM norm.
Yeah, yes, he definitely has IM norms. He needs the ratings, I think, to become an official IM. But as far as being worried, there's no reason to be worried. They're both top-level players, and I'm pretty sure I've seen Soccer Chess online. I've probably played him a couple of times. Obviously, very strong, and Joshua's demeanor at the board to me is what's so impressive. Like he doesn't have an ego. He doesn't get emotional. He's one of those players that stays like focused and the same level throughout the match. He's tailor made for like a long, grueling chess match. Tons of experience. He went to Reps University where he went to a school specifically to improve his chess. He's played it.
School.
Yeah, so he's had coaches from the best. His goal is to be I think world champion was his goal, and he always aimed high. So, and he always wanted to be as good as he can, and he's very focused and dedicated. He has all of the makeup to be like a great chess player. So there's no reason that I should be worried about him in a match.
So Terry, does that concern you? The things that he's mentioning about Josh Colas. Now he said that Josh, not only does he go to a prestigious university, that's number one. He also said that he has great coaching. So do you feel that your coaching is up to par with the coaching that Josh is receiving?
But let me
because you're Orlando's coach.
Yeah, let me say this. I will certainly I cannot debate in terms of Orlando's accomplishments in comparison to Joshua. Joshua's accomplishments is well documented. He played in hundreds of chess tournaments. He's received medals from Congress. When you play against players like Kamsky, you play against players like Jeffrey Zhang. You play against some top grandmasters in the US. We don't have that in Barbados. We get that frequently. So I will not, for me, Orlando has made a lot of accomplishments for a player within the English-speaking region that is unsurpassed. But when I compare that to Joshua, definitely Joshua stands at the top. Okay. However, so I can't debate that. His progress is chronicalized. You see what he's achieved. There has been a lot of reports on the Chess Drum website by Shadam, and it's well documented. So I admit that Orlando, I won't want to say, but I'll say he starts as the underdog at this point when you look at terms of track record. Okay. But what I'll tell you is that we've created a beast in Barbados. Let me explain. Orlando had to suffer.
You said you've created a beast?
Yes, had to suffer under the hands of playing many blitz games, playing many tournament games, having groom, well oiled, well sword. He's basically been a creature now that has been let out of a cage. And he's also, he doesn't have his studies now to focus on. He's past that stage. So he has a lot of ample time to train. He's a hard worker. He works hard. So I think that Orlando will bring a lot to this. How many players within the region can boast of having a 25 close to 26 600 rating on Lee chess. I mean, I've been a ferocious blitz player. You know, Orlando has suffered under my hands many times. Okay, at this stage, I'm struggling sometimes to get past 2300. You know, he is definitely going to bring a lot to that. He's very determined. He doesn't give up. He's independent, and I think those things will go for in Orlando's favor.
So now I love that. I love that analogy. So basically, what he's saying is that Josh Colas is like a well-groomed horse, and Husbands is like a ferocious beast animal, and when they collide, it's going to be it's just going to be a fight. You're going to have one that's sophistication, and you're going to have one that's just going to give you everything. So this is going to be a clash of titans, so to speak. Now, Charu, let's come back to you. Now, we want to get into some of the strategies, some of the mental. You're in a 21 game cage match. This takes mental fortitude. Now, Josh is, he's polished, he's sophisticated, but does he have the mental fortitude to go 21 games with Orlando?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one of his strengths. Like I said, he's not emotional. He doesn't have an ego. If he loses a few games, he's not going to get disturbed. He knows he's good. You know, his confidence is there. He doesn't have to necessarily prove himself. He's played strong players all the time, around strong players in big tournaments. So a 21 game match, I don't think that's going to face him. And he's also very good at bullet too. He's very, very fast. I remember when he was a kid, he used to play too much bullet, and his ass like you playing too much bullet. So he'll definitely be, ready to rumble. And like I'm seeing their Leach's ratings, they're almost identical. So it should definitely be that Blitz and Bullet almost the exact same thing, very, very close. So it should definitely be.
Have they ever played each other?
Huh?
Have they ever played each other?
I think,
okay. So we'll get the broadcast booth to give us some individual stats if they've ever played each other. Can you speak toward Orlando's mental stability? Does he have the mental fortitude to go 21 games with Josh?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, back in Barbados, we play tons of blitz games for hours. Okay. I mean, even Orlando is playing blindfold blitz.
Blindfold blitz.
Level. Yeah, that's another. We do that in Barbados. Only a few can do that. Okay.
Blindfold blitz. I've never heard of this.
Yes,
I've seen that. I've seen that a lot. I've seen
blindfold blitz.
Charu, are you scared? Are you scared for Josh?
No, I'm not gonna ever be scared. Like I don't say like you can't be.
Are you scared for Josh?
No,
are you scared for Josh?
No, I'm simply scared because they play blindfold blitz. Josh can play blindfold blitz. I've seen blindfold blitz number 4. I've tried it myself a few times. It's not impossible.
Are you any good? We're not talking. First of all, are you any good at blindfold blitz?
I've done it a few times. I'm not really a blindfold guy. It's tough, but strong players can do that. That's exercise I've seen strong players do. I was around one time around some IMs and GMs, and they were playing blindfold blitz like it was nothing. That's an exercise that can definitely strengthen you. But I don't know.
So you're not worried. So you're not worried for Josh. You're saying Josh, if he wants to go blindfold, if he starts moving the pieces without looking, Josh can do the same thing.
I mean, if blindfold is part of the match, I don't know because I don't know how Josh is blindfold. But fortunately, blindfold is not one of the formats. It's blitz and bullet on lead chest. You don't have a blindfold portion.
Did you hear that, Terry? He's basically saying, Terry, that the fact that Orlando can play blindfold is not an advantage. He's basically saying you can stuff that.
But I'll tell you this: not only I could speak about the styles, but I'll say this: right now, Orlando is carrying a region on his back. The English-speaking region probably makes up about maybe 3 million
That's
people,
huge.
400 million people.
Wow.
Okay, so he has a reason to fight. He has a reason to show that players from the Caribbean can rival and beat players outside of the region. I mean, we've done it in the past. I've played in many tournaments, and my rating, we tend to cannibalize our ratings in Barbados. You get close to 2,300. You come in a tournament overseas, you come back, then you lose rating points and things like that. Okay, but he is really, he's on a mission to be a grandmaster.
Man.
Actually, his ascension to that level is gonna open the floodgates for other young players coming up to realize, you know what, we can do it. Players like myself have laid the foundation. We've got an international master. He wants more. He is hungry. He's thirsty for it. Okay, and you're gonna see it coming out in these games. And I tell you, he
Wow.
can rally long, very long. I tell you, he suffered under the sword of players in the
Ooh,
Caribbean. You know, he is going to bring his A game.
man,
Okay, it
Terry.
has to be something affecting his family or something that could only trigger him. Once all the conditions are right and the environment is right, he's gonna bring his A game to this. I have no fear. I have absolute confidence. I know that Joshua is polished. He's had the experience of training on the Zeus Susan program. Um, Orlando must, I would say, has been grounded well in the areas of tactics. He's a very dynamic player. So I analyze Josh. Josh is strategic, more positional, okay. But once Orlando is able to introduce some dynamic, fierce battle, and mind you, his tactics has been his strong point. But over the years, he's worked hard on his positional technique. I've seen it growing. He's worked hard on his end game technique. You know, so he's a hard worker. He wants this. He wants to prove. We have something to prove in the Caribbean. We are good players.
Love that.
The problem in the Caribbean is this: we are starved for international competition. Permit me, Alex, you might not know these names. International Master Kevin Denny, 1989, he won the World Blitz Game Prize, beating Stefan Jurek. Delay Warner, International Master, he defeated Judith Polgar in their younger years. I myself defeated, I don't remember his name, was the France on the 10 champion. We played in Curacao. Okay, Ron Buckmer, who lives in the state, who resides in the States just now. He went to the Auckland Open. I think he beat Michael Adams. He probably lost to Anand. I always say this: our region has talent. The problem, the hindrance is that we do not have consistent tournament play. Trust me, if we had that, I would be a grandmaster.
Wow.
All the players
Goodness.
before me would have been grandmasters. I'm telling you.
Goodness.
I'm telling you.
So I love it, man.
When we play in tournaments, players say our rating might be 22 something. I played in 2014 in a tournament in Martinique. And after I played the guy, the game drew was a grandmaster from the Czech Republic. And he said, you play way above your rating. So, I mean, Orlando rating is 25 something on league chess. You know, so you can imagine you can add 2 more points to that. You can understand what he is going to bring to this match.
Man, Terry, you're sending chills down my spine. We got to give Charu, we got to give Charu some time here. I mean, this guy just sent chills down my spine. He's basically saying, Charu, that Orlando is fighting for a whole nation.
Yeah, I mean that's an element that comes into play, I do believe. But when it comes down to it, it's chess moves on the board. Whether you're playing for a nation or whatever, is knight f3 a good move? Does bishop c5 work? Is this sack work? Doesn't matter whether you have a nation on your back or whatever. It's the chess moves on the board that's going to determine the winner. Yes, having some more, rah-rah behind you could maybe uplift your effort, but it still comes down to what's on the board. And he's talking about Josh's style. Yeah, Josh is positional, but he'll hit you with a tactic too. I remember when he was a young kid, he loved end games. He would trade down and try to go into an end game. I still think he prefers end games and quiet positions, but he will hit you left or right with a tactic if it's there. I've seen it. And those are the players I think are really dangerous. Positional players with a tactical eye, because they can always have a sound position and they can always see the shot, and they'll see your shots too. So he's going to have a sound position and he's going to see the tactics. He doesn't go for tactics. He's not going to play like in a crazy attack game and try to set you up, trick you up. He's going to have a solid position, and you make a weakness and hit you. Oh, you see that? I got you. So I don't think the style of play or Orlando's tactical wizardry is going to be a big problem.
And wow. So, tactical wizardry. So basically, it's just he's just trying to play magic on the board. Wow. So basically, did you hear that, Terry?
Yeah.
Basically, what he's saying is he can. He's got a nation behind him, but can he find moves on the board?
But exactly. As the other said, his tactics precede him, man. I mean, to use the word wizardry, I thank you for that compliment. I do appreciate it.
I mean, you know how tacticians are pride themselves on tactics. It's like some snap. He's just disappear off the board. because it's strong tissue.
Right.
If you're not solid,
but at the end of the day, does it have
board.
any substance? So you're questioning whether husbands can put actual substance on the board. Basically, you're saying Josh is going to put solid moves on the board. Is he going to be able to keep up, Terry? Is husbands going to be able to keep up with the solid moves of Josh Polacks?
Yes, as I said earlier, you would have heard me say earlier, he's now become a more well-rounded player. Yes, his tactics is definitely strong, okay, but he's worked on all areas of his game, strategically, and game technique, theoretical endings. He's doing the work. It is a continuous work for him, okay, and so it's gonna be a real clash. I think it's gonna be. I won't even want to say contrasting. It's going to be really interesting. I think Orlando can play his game. The question is, can Josh play Orlando's game? Can Josh play Orlando's game? Can he?
What a powerful question, Charu.
But see, that's different. It's usually harder for a tactician to make the game tactical than for a positional player to be forced into a tactical game. If I said that right, it's usually easier for the positional player. It's usually easier for the positional player to play positional than for a tactician to make the game tactical, because positional players are just playing solid moves. A tactical player needs, some type of wild craziness. And if you don't go into that,
Terry, what do you say? Terry, what do you have to say?
Like you play solid openings like before.
Again, I go back to the point. Orlando is now becoming well-rounded.
So he's not just a tactician. He's saying.
Field of Colas.
Is he just a tactician? Is the question he's asking you, Terry?
No. He said he's not. That's what he's saying. He said he's not just a tactician now.
He's just not a tactician. He can enter into Colas games if he wants to, if he chooses to.
If he chooses to. But his question to you, Charu, was when he muddies up the game, when he starts hitting Josh with the tactics, can Josh play Orlando's game?
Yes, I do believe he'll play Orlando's game. And my point is, I think it'll be hard for him to muddy up the game soundly. Like if you muddy up, if you quote unquote muddy up the game, there are holes and weaknesses and vulnerabilities. It's not necessarily sound if you want to muddy up the game. And I think Josh will be able to exploit that. And I think that's a thing with positional players, with strong positional players with tactics. You muddy up the game, it's wild pieces all over the place, tactics, but there are definitely going to be holes and weaknesses, and I think Josh will exploit it. So I like that style over the make it wild style. Now, if you're extremely good at tactics, you can get your way sometimes. But I don't think that's going to be an issue for Josh in this match. And for my prediction, I think it's weird with high level players, because our craziest onslaught was the top match with
him versus IM. Yeah,
and that's very scary to me, because that IM is incredibly strong. And he gets crushed the most. So that's how chess is. But I think these players are very closely matched. I don't think it's going to be lost. I would probably take Josh maybe like 2 or 3 games.
Yeah. I definitely don't think it's going to be one-sided. It's going to be blow for blow. Okay.
Right.
It is who can maintain that mental fortitude.
That's the key. The mental fortitude.
Who can come back from losing 2 games? Okay.
Exactly.
Who can stay focused? Who can stay in the moment? And that is a very critical aspect of any great chess player. You just check most of the great chess players and they tell you the ability to focus and concentrate for long periods of time. So I've seen that develop in Orlando. So he definitely will bring that.
Gotcha. So you're questioning whether or not Josh has the mental fortitude. Right, Terry? Are you questioning whether or not Josh has the mental fortitude?
I wouldn't question it. Josh is I witnessed Josh play in 2016 in the Caribbean Chess Carnival. And yes, he's a bit, I would say, emotionless. He doesn't show it, which is a very good quality. I would say that Orlando may not exhibit such a similar quality. Okay. But I think that, I think Josh, all due respect, does not show an outward appearance. It's more inward. But I definitely think that he has the stamina to be there. My question I wanted to ask Robinson is he still at Webster's University, or he's not there any longer?
I'm not sure. I know he's been there a couple of years. Like he went there with the other young brothers, Justice Williams and
right.
And Greg Fernandez, another
because I think I think that one of the issues by having to focus on his studies, that's always a challenge for players, for any players, having to balance their studies and chess is hard. Chess is easy to learn, but difficult to master. And that's very hard. So I'm saying if Josh is still at Webster University, okay, that although he's getting the training, he still have to juggle his studies with chess. And that's not an easy task. I believe he's doing it. But look at Orlando now. Orlando is free. He could focus all day on chess. He's been telling me he's training 2 hours a day.
Man.
And so he is, to me, he is very match ready. He's very sharp.
So he's coming to the match prepared.
That's very important for a chess player. You need that run. You need a run. You need run. You need that run.
Yeah, Josh was graduated from Webster.
Yeah, okay.
So he's not distracted by studies.
But definitely, the games on. The games will definitely be on.
Yes.
No distract. None of the two of them.
All right, gentlemen. All right, gentlemen. So we need to wrap it up. I need to know from you guys, what is your prediction for the match tonight?
And like I said, I think Josh up a couple of games. They're very, like I said, the ratings are very similar, and it's just going to come down. One thing that happens in a lot of these matches is that I think this will happen too. It's maybe come down to a bullet game, who moves faster in the end. I think it's going to be one of those 1 second, 3 seconds, couple of games. Oh, he won by a couple of seconds here. He took in. You know, I think it's going to come down to one of those close matches that get determined in a.
Are you afraid to commit to a score number, Charu? Are you afraid to commit to a number?
I said 2 or 3 games. I think Josh.
Can you give me a number? Can we, with 21 games, can you give me your prediction score, please?
So out of 21, so what would that be? So that would guess would be I'd say Josh will win 12
so you're
to 9,
Josh,
something like that, like 12-9.
12-9. 12-9. That sounds good. We want to get you on record, brother. We want to get you on record. We want to get you on record. Now, Terry, we had another player from the Caribbean, Trini Cupid.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with him? And did you see his match?
No, I didn't see his match. No, I didn't see his match.
All right. He was able to pull it out by 1 game. Do you think
1 second, that? 1 second.
1 second. Actually, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It went to an Armageddon. It went to the Armageddon match. They had to play it off. So what's your score? What do you feel the score is going to be when husbands takes Colas?
I do agree. It's going to be close. I think it's going to be close. I think what's important, I'm not sure if I have a number, but what I would say
Terry, come on.
A number?
We want you to commit. Come on. Don't be afraid. Terry, you can't come to a debate and be afraid. We want commitment from you.
Yeah, I would say probably 13-8. Probably 13-8 in favor of Orlando.
Wow.
Yeah, about 13-8.
Wow, that's not very close.
Yeah, I think that once Orlando gets that running going, what is important and what is always the Achilles heel of any chess player, do not become complacent. Every game matters. Do not relax.
That was a mistake I made in my match.
When you get the lead, don't relax.
Don't relax.
Punching.
Yeah.
Don't give him a chance to get up. When he's down, you got to take him out. Yeah.
So you anticipate that your player is going to have the lead from the beginning. Wow,
yes,
I wish we had more time to debate. I didn't even know you felt that way. So you feel Orlando's going to come out right off the bat, hitting Josh in the mouth, and then you're just going to keep hitting him in the mouth. Nice. Very good.
Don't make it so cruel. Don't make it so cruel.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. This was a lot of fun. It was good having both of you here, and we appreciate it. So we're looking forward to the match. It starts at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. What time does that make it? What time time zone are you in over there in Barbados?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It might be 8 o'clock here. Where you all are located. This is in.
So what time is it now there?
Right
it's
now
9:39 a.m. right now.
It's about 20 minutes to 11.
No,
okay, so you all. Yeah. So you're on the same time. So
yeah, okay.
So you all are on Eastern time as well.
Yeah.
So he's an hour ahead. No, we're the same time. We're the same time.
Can I make one more point?
Wow.
Yeah. No. Well, this is outside of the realms of the match. Okay, but to say thank you for providing such opportunities like this for our Caribbean players. It is vital.
Yeah. We have to thank the National Bliss League.
They have the opportunity to do that. I also forget to omit. I omitted one player For example, Dr. Philip Corbin, he just wrote a book, his 300 best games. You know, so a lot of players, our past players, have reached those levels of international master. Okay, and that is through very modest efforts. So I'm saying to you, once our local players get such opportunities on a consistent basis, they will be a force to reckon with because they don't lack for talent or ability. It's always the environment. Very important.
Man, we appreciate that. We have to thank the National Bliss League, which has taken chess and is trying to globalize it. And we can see that from the international flavor that we have. We have people from everywhere, all over the nation participating. And so we also thank you, Terry, for your efforts and being involved here. Thank you for coming. So we have the match scheduled for 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. We're looking forward to a slugfest. We want you to tune in to twitch.tv/National Bliss League. There's going to be streaming. Are you going to be streaming the match, Terry?
Yes, definitely.
Do you want to give us? Do you want to give us your Twitch page?
But I have to sign up for that, but I will definitely watch it.
All right. So we have commentary by the Jedi James Canty III. That's going to be awesome. We know that man tears up the commentary booth. Very, very entertaining. So we look forward to that. Check us out tonight again, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/National Bliss League. Gentlemen, you all have a great evening. We'll see you tonight.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.